sort of appreciated being a bar mitzvah, I guess, instead of a party.
Mm-hmm. There's that.
Yeah, each family has to decide what they want to do, and we try and meet them with where they are. And thank God the remainder of the B'nai Mitzvah are going to be later on, at least, or in spring. So as we all know, everything changes month to month, and the world can look so much different. And our next one is what? April, and then May, of course. So want to welcome everyone. We are on Facebook Live right now. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. So Canner's going to have to unmute himself. So why don't we wish each other a Shavua Tov?
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov, everyone. And then let me just mute everyone. There we go. Great. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all in Shavua Tov. And we start off, so we're going to light our Havdalah candles. We have our grape juice. Let me light this. All right. We'll say the initial bracha. And then, please forgive me, I don't have it opened already. Day El Yeshua Tiaftach Flo of Chag Yuzi Brazim Rati Adonai Vayihili Lishua Shatamai Mamasomai Mina Shua Adonai Ashua Lam Chavir Chatecha Sela Adonai Tzavoti Mana Miskav Lanu Eheyakov Sela Adonai Tzavot Ashredam Bateach Bach Adonai Ashia Melech Yaninu Veyom Koreinu La Yehudim Haita Or Vesimcha Basasam Vikar Kenti Lanu Kos Yeshuot Esav Hashem Adonai Akra Savricha Verei L'chaim.
Chaim. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafen, borei peri hagafen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei mine vesamim, borei mine vesamim. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei me'orei ha'esh, borei me'orei ha'esh. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Amadil ben Kodesh lecho, ben Or lecho sheh. Ben Yisrael amim, ben Yom Hashvi, l'sheshet yamei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai, Amadil ben Kodesh lecho. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. L'chaim.
Shakoach to you, Cantor. We put the flame out with some of the wine. We never drink all of the wine as a way in which to kind of hold on to the Sabbath. We say the bracha, praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, endowing all creation with distinctive qualities, distinguishing between the sacred and the secular, between light and darkness, between the people Israel and others, between the seventh day and the 6 working days of the week. Praised are you, Adonai, who differentiates the sacred from the secular. Amen. And so before we do Eliyahu Hanavi, a couple weeks ago, I had asked that, I told you guys about my tradition regarding the fingernails, that why do we look at our fingernails over Havdalah? Why do we raise our fingernails or our hands up to the light and look at them? And I'd always like the ones to make sure that we don't have dirt under our nails, that we were, working in the field, so to speak. And Eileen sent me an article, a couple of articles actually, and the thrust of those articles were around the differentiating between the mystical differentiating between the nail bed and the regular part of the finger where it starts, is that we need to understand that these, when we mix, it's not so easy to see. In other words, what is it getting at? It's getting at that Shabbat, as we go into the week, we should tarry a little bit, that we need to bring a little bit of Shabbat into the week. If you look at Friday night, what happens on Friday night? We light the candles and then boom, we are right into Shabbat. Working ceases, but not so on the other. When we light the candle for Havdalah, we want to tarry a little bit in the Shabbat. We want to wait a little bit. All of us understand the importance. All of us realize the importance of pausing, of not really being in haste to go somewhere. How many of us on a regular basis are in a haste, running to this, doing that, waiting on this, looking at the clock, setting an alarm, getting ready to do this, preparing for that? It's tax season, right, Cantor? It's like all these different things that are coming. Shabbat comes to teach us something very, very important. What's the big hurry? All of these things that I just mentioned always start from a place of ceasing, of stopping, of pausing. And if we do not pause and hesitate for just a moment and tarry for just a moment, where are we rushing to? It's one of my favorite stories. It's a Hasidic story, and there's a rabbi, and he's walking around, and this guy runs past him and kind of startles the rabbi. And the rabbi yells at him, "Where are you running off to?" And the guy yells back to the rabbi over his shoulder, "I'm chasing after my parnasa," meaning what gets me going, what makes my money, what I need to get to survive. And the rabbi suggests to him, how do you know that it's in front of you, that you need to run to it, and that it's not behind you, and that you just need to stop and let it catch up? It's important that we pause for a moment and realize where we are. Are we in a hurry somewhere? Do we need to stop? Or is this a time in which we need to begin a journey? And that's precisely what this week's Torah portion starts off. Vayehi b'shalach. When Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them, meaning the Israelite people, by the way of the land of the Philistines, although it was nearer. For God said, the people may have a change of heart when they see war and return to Egypt. They could have gone the short way, but they went the long way. There are different journeys that we're each on. Let us know and realize what journey we are on, what journey we have set, and precisely why we were taking those steps on that journey. Want to wish you a Shavua Tov. Hope you had a wonderful Shabbos. This week's going to be an amazing week. Lots of exciting things, I'm sure, for each and every one of us to look forward to and to add to the stream of life. As we enter this week, we of course sing Eliyahu Hanavi, hoping for a time in which we will ultimately be together.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera v'yamenu, Yahavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Yasher Koach. Cantor, one quick bracha God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Becca, Rachel, and Leah, protect your people Israel in their need as the holy beloved Sabbath takes its leave. May the good week come to us with health and life. Amen. Good fortune and blessing. Amen. Prosperity and dignity. Amen. Gracious and loving kindness, sustenance and success with all good blessing and with forgiveness. And we all say, Amen. Want to wish you a Shavua Tov. Let me unmute so we all have a chance to wish each other a Shavua Tov.
Yasher Koach, Rabbi, Shavua Tov to everybody.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yasher Koach, thank you both.
Bye,
Thank you.
Papa.
Thank you. It's not allowing me to unmute, but Shavua Tov, everyone.
Shavua Tov, everybody.
Shavua
Rabbi,
Tov. Shavua Tov.
Good to
Good
see
week,
you
everybody.
guys.
Good to see you.
Great job this morning, Rabbi and Cantor. Great job.
Thank you.